JIT-TV, just in time.
Sanbonan Babugele Makanya Namgela, and a very warm welcome to JIT-TV News, where we bring you nothing but politics, business, sports and entertainment all in one experience. Ekamalama andile kukulethu intombi yakwacindi umahlaba. Let's quickly take a look at your headlines for today. Colonial era abolished Gezani Chieftaincy restored. Zimbabwean government hands over mining lease to Chinese steel giant Disco. Russian helicopters open fire on rebel convoy halfway to Moscow. Makelo's son Enzo Elvis performs Ronaldo's CU celebration at his graduation. Now, the colonial era abolished Gezani Chieftaincy in Chereti district has been restored and a new chief installed, with Vice President Dr. Constantino Chiwenga presiding over the ceremony and calling on the people of Chereti to emulate the revolutionary spirit of their forefathers and vote resoundingly for President Mnangagwa and ZANU-PF in the upcoming elections. The new chief Gezani-born Benson Chauke had still, until today's installation, the area headman and has now assumed substantive chief duties after government restored the chieftaincy in 2021. The restoration of the chieftaincy is in line with the Second Republic's respect for the institution of traditional leadership and its sanity. Now, the effects of the construction mafia on building projects across the country are reaching critical levels. Over 700 arrests have been made nationwide in a bid to bring this practice to an end. The renovation of the Durban High Court is one of the projects that faced delays due to threats towards workers by the construction mafia demanding a piece of a pie. The Department of Public Works estimates an economic loss of 68 billion rands from stalled projects, with this figure predating the COVID-19 pandemic. Public Works and Infrastructure Minister Sihle Zikalala promises that government has plans to end this worrying practice once and for all.
There is a team that has been established within the SAPS. We are going to ensure that when we start project, we link with the SAPS in all areas where there are major projects, so that there is a coordinated approach to report if there are attempts to disrupt project. But two, the department is engaging now on facilitation. Where you find that there are disputes, maybe you'll find people genuinely saying, there is this project in our area, but we're not involved in any way. Then the department is now coming in with facilitation.
JIT-TV, just in time.
Building the brand. This is where you have to be to get where you want to be. Exploring companies and businesses that are thriving and leading is what we are all about. I am Mazimpofu, your host, that will be bringing to you big cooperatives and relevant people that will be sharing with you their journeys of successes, failures, and lessons learned in their businesses, from humble beginnings to global success. Catch me, Mazimpofu, on Building the Brand.
JIT-TV, just in time.
Let's get down now to the African news for today. Now, 5 civilians have been killed by armed assailants who attacked 2 villages in southeast Kenya, police said. The attack on Sunday occurred in the villages of Jihadi and Salama in Lamu County, which borders Somalia. The police source said the attackers were also burned houses and destroyed property. Resident Hassan Abdul said that women were locked in houses and men ordered out, where they were tied with ropes and butchered. A secondary school student was among the 5 people killed, Abdul said, adding that those killed were slashed and some of them had been beheaded. Let's take a look now at the international news for today. Now, Russian military helicopters opened fire on Saturday afternoon on a convoy machineries already more than halfway towards Moscow in a lightning advance after seizing a southern city overnight. Fighters from Yevgeny Prigozhin's private Wagner militia were in control of the Rostov-on-Don, a city of more than 1 million people close to the border with Ukraine, and were rapidly advancing northwards towards western Russia. In Moscow, there was an increased security security presence on the street. Red Square was blocked off by metal barriers. However, President Vladimir Putin vowed to crush the armed immunity he compared to Russia's civil war a century ago. Now, the Gold Mafia documentary became televised on the Al Jazeera channel.
Nonsensical documentary, a racist propaganda tool.
They have a right to sell their gold anywhere. In fact, I encourage Mnangagwa, bust the sanctions.
The government of Zimbabwe is incurring no risk, but it receives the tax.
Please wake up to the reality and the real scam that's taking place here.
Nothing but the best interesting stories and the hottest ones on the alternative view.
The revolution shall be televised.
Let's quickly get down now to the business side of news for today. Now, government has given Chinese firm Disco, which is developing the $1.5 billion steel plant in Menhidze near Mvuma, an iron ore mining lease with an open-ended tenure. Speaking during the handover ceremony in Harare on Saturday, Mines and Mining Development Minister Winston Chitando commended the investor for going ahead with the setting up of the project, which is Africa's largest integrated steel plant, even though the title deed has not been issued. Minister Chitando said the steel project was a typical example of a mining and comprehensive value addition investment that is almost an ecosystem that dovetails with National Development Strategy 1. This is a hinge on driving the country towards an upper middle income economy by 2030. Now, Electricity Minister Josien Choramokgopa says the exemption of the emission regulations will give Eskom an opportunity to return 3 units to service at Kusile Power Station. He further adds that the unit will contribute around 2,400 megawatts to the grid. He said the second one is a development by DFFE for granting Eskom an exemption, extending that exemption to May 2025. That is significant in that it is going to allow Eskom to return 3 units at Kusile again. Ramokgopa also says the department is on track to reducing rolling blackouts.
Welcome to Zambezi River Lodge, Victoria Falls. Nestled on the banks of the mighty Zambezi River, right on the edge of the national park, Zambezi occupies the most unique and finest spot with the tranquility and seclusion every traveler seeks. Each of its well-appointed rooms is either garden or river facing, allowing you to soak in the serenity of the environment. The award-winning restaurant Amlonga offers delectable cuisine, which includes our famous high teas. To explore Victoria Falls from this fine location, book any of our packages now. Zambezi River Lodge. Relax, refresh, replenish.
And now on to your JIT-TV weather report. And lastly, on to your sports news for today. Now, Enzo Alves, the eldest son of former Real Madrid defender Marcelo, showcased his enthusiasm by mimicking Cristiano Ronaldo's famous Siwu celebration during his graduation ceremony. Enzo, who signed his first professional contract with Real Madrid last December, swiftly garnered recognition for his exceptional talent and accomplishments within the club's academy. His impressive performance earned him a call-up to Spain's under-15 national team, further solidifying his status as a promising young player on the rise. Despite his father's defensive background, Enzo thrives as a forward on the opposite end of the pitch. The talented teenager has scored over 100 goals for Real Madrid, as reported by Tribal Football. And that is it from me to you. A huge thank you for joining me today. As always, kindly please comment and follow us to all our social media platforms at Twitter, Facebook and Instagram, or rather you can go to our website at www.JIT-TVzw. Signing out, it is Andile Kugule Ntombi yakwaCinti uMahlaba. Have yourselves an amazing day.
JIT-TV, just in time.
There are not so many places where mice excellence has been achieved. Meeting in Zimbabwe is the best business decision you will ever make. Our adherence to COVID-19 safety protocols is second to none, coupled with the warm and hospitable nature of the people of Zimbabwe. Our conference facilities sit on marvelous backdrops which will offer a splendid experience that will leave a lasting impression on you and your delegates. The magic of Zimbabwe can be felt in every breath, bite and beat. Stadiums and exhibition centers are known for their international appeal and world-class standards. The high-end technology will surely enhance your experience of the exhibition, festival or concert. Motivate your team by treating them to a trip of a lifetime through our crafted itineraries. Should they have love for adrenaline-packed activities or calm and relaxed excursions, the enchantment will last a lifetime of memories. Mingle and engage with locals and enjoy our diverse culture and warm hospitality. Our mice drivers are ready to welcome you to Zimbabwe and exceed your expectations.
The revolution shall be televised. JIT-TV, just in time.